Do you want a free, ready-made marketing plan for your next single? What if you could get your hands on a fully mapped out, comprehensive plan telling you exactly what to do every single day for 4 weeks in the run-up to and after your single in order to promote it? Well, that is exactly what I've got for you with this video. All of the tools and materials used in this video are freely available to download as PDFs. Go to pages.adam-fiasco.com/4-week marketing plan. The link's in the description below. However, I strongly recommend that you don't rush off to that link right now, bookmark it for later, and stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to help you make sense of it all. I'm going to go into a ton of detail telling you exactly how to implement all of these strategies so that you get the best results. Absolutely everything that I'm going to show you and talk about in this video can be done for free or for incredibly cheap. So don't let that put you off implementing any of these strategies. Yes, you absolutely can spend hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of pounds or dollars if you wish on marketing strategies, on content, on music videos. Absolutely do all of that stuff if that's what you want to do. However, not every artist, particularly independent artists, have that kind of budget. So I'm going to show you how you can do this on a very limited budget or even for free. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the 4-week single marketing plan, but before we go through it week by week, I want to start with the second page. This is what lists all of the resources that you're going to need in order to carry out this plan. So the first thing is a Spotify pre-save link. DistroKid make this incredibly easy. So if you're not using DistroKid as your distributor, then that's something you should maybe consider changing. There's a link if you click on this PDF that you can use to get through to DistroKid, and it'll give you 7% off. As soon as you've submitted your song, they will literally just give you a link and it's already set up. You don't have to do anything. If you're not using DistroKid and you don't want to use them, then you can set this up using third-party websites, but you're going to need that. You're also going to need some promotional images. You're going to need profile pictures for your social media channels. You're also going to need banners for the social media channels that have banners, such as Facebook and YouTube, etc. You're going to need 2 banners, one that has out on whatever date you're releasing it, and then you need another banner for when it's released that says out now. You're also going to need a poster advertising your competition, which I'll talk more about when we go through the day-by-day content strategy. But there's going to be a competition, you're going to need a poster to advertise that, you're going to need some great looking promo images for that. You could maybe use the profile pictures and reuse some of the other stuff, that's fine. You're also going to need some video cards. Now, video card is a short 10, 15 or 20 second clip that has your song playing along to it. This could be a static image. For example, you could take a part of your song that's got a particularly meaningful lyric and just use that for the image. You could use part of your music video. You could use animated lyric video. It's entirely up to you. But the idea is you need 3 of these for different parts of your song. So choose 3 of the most interesting or the most prominent parts of your song to create video cards for. For each one, you're going to need a landscape version, and you're also going to need a portrait version as well. The landscape version is what you'll use for things like Instagram posts, Facebook posts, etc. But you also need a portrait version for stories, TikTok, Reels and Shorts, and other platforms that prefer portrait format. Merchandise. If you don't have any merchandise, then just get something that you could give away. You could just have, a couple of one-off t-shirts done, or a trucker cap, or even just some stickers or pin badges. Just have something that you can give away for your competition. You're also going to need a pre-release video. So this is just something that you can do yourself, literally just with an iPhone, just in a space where you're talking. If you're in a band, all of you get together, maybe in the studio or in a practice room. You're also going to need a release day video. This will be done ahead of time. I'm not saying that you need to do this on release day, although you could if you want. But again, just where you can set up a video and just talk through some stuff. You're also going to need to have a music video. You should aim to have a music video of some sort for every single song. Music videos can be a huge demand on your budget. So if that's the case, if you can't stretch your budget to a music video, then consider doing something that's cheaper, or even for free, using your iPhone. You can do a lot with smartphones these days. At the bare minimum, we should really have a lyric video. If you can have both, then that's even better. We then need to create some clips from those music and or lyric videos. These can just be 10 to 20 second clips, again, of just the most interesting, most prominent parts. We should have 3 of these. And if you can also create portrait versions too. Now, yes, these will probably look a little bit chopped and clipped because obviously your music video, lyric videos are going to be formatted for landscape. But you can usually edit a portrait version that looks pretty good. So if you can do that for stories, reels, TikTok, shorts, etc., then you should absolutely do that. And finally, you're going to need the ability to go live. Now, the bare minimum requirement for this is something that every single person has, just a smartphone or a tablet. If you have some basic equipment, such as a microphone and an interface that will improve the sound quality by 1,000,000%, then you should absolutely use that for audio. Even if you just have a bog standard interface and just a single microphone set up in front of you, that will improve it. If you've got the ability to broadcast live simultaneously on different platforms, then you should do that. If you're in a band of 4 people, then it's likely that each person has a smartphone. So each of you could set your smartphone up going live on a different platform. If you have an additional camera or a device to record video and the ability to capture the audio on a DAW, then you should absolutely do that. So if you have access to, say, like a digital camera or just an extra phone that you can set up and you can capture the audio from the microphone into a DAW, such as Pro Tools or Logic or Cubase, then absolutely do that, because then that will be incredible content that you can piece together. You can line the audio and the video up, and you can edit smaller clips to use later. Now, just below that, you have the 4-week single marketing plan. This is a blank version, so if you wanted to do your own marketing plan over a 4-week period, then you can map it out on here. If you wanted to use mine, but you wanted to tweak some bits, then there's a blank canvas for you to use here. Okay, so now we've been through all of the resources that you're going to need to have to complete this marketing campaign. Let's go through the day-by-day analysis of what you're going to actually put out to the world. Now, before we talk through each of these in a bit more detail, it's important to note that all of the content in weeks 1 and 2 should direct viewers towards the pre-save link. So if you remember, the pre-save link was something that we said you need to have. DistroKid make that incredibly easy. If you're not using DistroKid, definitely consider using them. There's a link in the description below. You can get 7% off your yearly membership. So all of this stuff in weeks 1 and 2, you should be directing people to the pre-save link. Everything after the release day, which you notice is on week 2 Friday, should be directing people to either stream your song on Spotify, Apple Music, etc., or to the music video. You can swap and change that as well as you please. Okay, so that is the idea behind this content. It's directing traffic to those 2 places. So it all starts on week 1, Monday. You're going to announce your Spotify pre-save. You can do that on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You could play a little 5-10 second clip of it. You need to tell people that you've got a new single coming out. Put your pre-save link in your Instagram bio, your TikTok bio, put it in the comments of any Facebook posts that you make. Get people to pre-save it. The next day, you're then going to upload your new promo images to your social media profiles and the banners. Okay, so you're going to update your social media profile pictures with new images, and you're going to update your banners that have the out on whatever date this release date is. Again, you can direct people to the pre-save link. If it's on Instagram, put it in your bio. If it's on Facebook, put it in the comments below. On the Wednesday, you're going to upload video card 1 landscape version. Okay, so remember, you created the video cards. This is video card 1. Landscape version is what you will post on places like Facebook, Instagram as a post. You could maybe post it on like LinkedIn and Twitter if you're on those platforms. Thursday, you're going to upload video card 2, but the portrait version. So that will go on your Facebook story, your Instagram story, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Okay, make sure you're using hashtags when you upload into places like TikTok and Instagram. If you're not sure how to do that, then make sure you watch my video on Instagram. You can go to my channel and it goes through all of that stuff that you need. Okay, so Friday, you're going to go live. Whatever time suits you, you can play through some songs, you can talk about your release that you've got coming up, talk about what it's about, what inspired it, anything notable while you were writing it, anything notable that happened in the studio and what that process was like. You could also do a bit of a Q&A if you've got quite a few people joining it. But most importantly, you're going to announce the competition. You're going to tell people that at some point over the weekend, you're going to be announcing a competition where people can win whatever it is that you're going to give away. It could be a merch bundle if you've got t-shirts and other merch that you can give away. It could be CDs, vinyl, just something that people would value, something that makes it worth taking 5 to 10 seconds of their day to share something that they would be happy to receive. So then over the weekend, you're going to post your competition poster, okay? Now, the way that you're going to frame this is you're going to have created a poster advertising that you have a single coming out on whatever date the release day is, and that people can pre-save it right now. And you're going to ask people to share that poster, okay? And what that does is it creates a bit of a snowball effect. And everybody that shares it get put into a hat where they could potentially win whatever the competition is. If you want to go a little bit extra, you could have like a first, second and third place. You could think of 3 different tiers and just choose 3 people at random. But most important thing is that you are getting people to share this poster, which advertises you as a band and that you have a new release coming out in a week's time. At some other point over the weekend, you're also going to upload video card 1, but the portrait version. Okay, you did video card 1 back here on the Wednesday, but that was the landscape version. So this time you're going to upload the portrait version, but this will be to the portrait format. So TikTok, Reels, Shorts, Stories. On to week 2. On the Monday, you're going to upload the new album artwork for your single. If you've already done that before, that's fine. You can repost it. And you're also going to remind people about the competition. You cannot just announce the competition on your live and then do the poster and then just expect people to remember it for the next week. People are busy. People have got their own things going off. People need those reminders, need to see it keep popping up on their feed. So make sure that you remind people that there is a competition. All they need to do is share whatever post it is that you want them to share. On Tuesday of week 2, you're going to upload video card 2 with the landscape version. So you did the portrait version on Thursday of week 1. This is the landscape version, which will go to your Facebook profile, your Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, if you're using those platforms. Again, don't forget to put your pre-save link in the comments. You could even put a little note in the post about your competition as well. Just keep reminding people about it. On the Wednesday, you're going to repost a clip from your last live. Now, if you set this up properly, if you had a interface and a microphone and an additional device capturing video, then you can edit that together. You can choose just a cool clip. It could be part of a song that you played. It could be something funny that happened. It could be a really good question that you then gave an answer to. It doesn't have to be long. It could be 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. It's entirely up to you. If you didn't have all of the bells and whistles set up when you were doing the live, it should still be saved to your phone because it gives you that option. You're also going to share any fan user-generated comments. So for example, if people have pre-saved your song, ask them for some screenshots showing that they have pre-saved it and upload that. Ask them to upload it to their stories. You can reshare it. When people have shared your competition, take a screenshot of it and put it onto your stories. Just start to generate some hype. Make people realize that, oh shit, this band have got some music coming out and people are talking about it. That's the idea here. User-generated content is some of the most powerful content that you can create. So when people are doing what you ask, when people are pre-saving your song, when people are sharing your content, make sure that you are then reposting it again, getting screenshots of it and putting it onto your stories as well. On the Thursday, you're going to post the pre-release video. This is just going to be a short video, just telling people that you have your song coming out tomorrow. You can thank people for all of the pre-saves. You can show your appreciation. You can thank people for entering the competition. And you can announce your competition winners, okay? I advise that you show people this. So everybody that has entered the competition, make sure that their names are in a hat. and you draw the winner out at random. Show people that so they can see that it's legit. If you've got a first, second and third, then you can do that as well. And most importantly, remind people that the track is out tomorrow. They can still pre-save it at this point. The pre-saves are really important, particularly with DistroKid, and this is why I really recommend that you use DistroKid, is because everyone that pre-saves it will get an email on your release day telling them that it is out, and it will also appear on their Spotify homepage as well. So Friday, we're finally here. It's release day. You're going to change your social banners to out now, and you're also going to post the release video. Again, this is just going to be a really short video. It only needs to be 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes tops long, telling people that you have a new song out. You can tell them that it's out on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, etc. Tell them that you've got a brand new music video out, again, that is available to watch right now on YouTube. Tell people how grateful you are for all of their support during the last couple of weeks and the lead up to this release. Thank them for getting involved in the competition. Thank them for pre-saving. Thank them for sharing your page. And ultimately, let them know that your song is now out. If you're posting on Facebook, make sure that the links to your song on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, are in the comments below. Make sure the link to the music video on YouTube is in the comments below as well. If you are on Instagram, make sure that those links are in your bio. Same if you're on TikTok as well. You should be using something like Linktree for your links, because it's likely that you've got more than one link. Okay, just now you've got the link to stream your song, you've also got the link to your video, so make sure you're using a service like Linktree, and the first couple of links should be your new release. Over the weekend, you then might decide to do a release gig, so that could be a gig in your hometown where you launch your new single, you play a bunch of songs, you get people down. You can have your merch, and ultimately you're going to play your new song. If you can, then you should try and get some footage from this, even if you just piece it together later. If it comes out looking really, really good and the sound quality is decent, then you can use this as content to post over the weekend or over the next couple of weeks, particularly if there's a big crowd there, there's lots of people cheering, and there's a big turnout. This would be great content to create. You're also going to repost any fan stories and screenshots as well. So as people are streaming your music, you should be encouraging them to post about it. Tag the band, tag you in your stories, tag them on Facebook, and then you repost that. So every time anybody is streaming your song, watching your music video, doing anything, you should be screenshotting that and you should be putting it on your stories. Again, this all generates hype. Okay, so on to week 3. So this is the first week post-release. Monday, you're going to upload video card 3, the portrait version. So you know by now that goes on the portrait formatted social media outlets: TikTok, Reels, Shorts, Stories. Tuesday, this is where you're going to repost anything notable that you have received after your release. You might have done this already, and to be honest, you should have been, but if you haven't, this is your opportunity to compile it into one big post. So any press, magazine interviews that you have done, make sure that you post those. Any radio stations that have tagged you or played your song, any radio interviews that you have done, make sure that you post about those. Any playlists that you have been added to, make sure that you screenshot them and you announce it. You're also going to announce live number 2 that is coming up this Friday. Tell people that you're going live at whatever time and make sure to tune in. On Wednesday, you're going to post video clip 1, and this, if you remember, if I just scroll down here, this is one of the 10 to 20 second clips that you created from your music or your lyric video. If you created portrait versions, then you should upload the portrait versions to Reels, Stories, TikTok and Shorts. The landscape version should go to other outlets as well. So it can go to Instagram, it can go to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, if you're using those. Thursday, you're going to post a reminder about tomorrow's live. You're going to tell people what time you're going live. And you could, at this point, announce another giveaway. I've put that as a question mark. That's not something that you have to do, but if you've got some good traction going, you've got lots of people kind of engaging with you, you're getting on tons of playlists, and you've got some merch that you can give away or that people really like, then at this point you could do another giveaway. That's entirely up to you. I'll leave that one with you. On Friday, you're going to go live. Remember, if you have the ability to improve the audio by setting up a couple of microphones through an interface, definitely do that. If you have the ability to go live on more than one platform simultaneously, if there's 4 of you in a band, then you've probably all got a smartphone. One of you can go live on Instagram, the other can go live on YouTube, the other can go live on Facebook, etc. Also, remember, if you're going live, if you have the ability to set up another camera to record that so that you can create clips of it later down the line, definitely do that. Also, capture the audio in a DAW so that you can match the audio up to the video and create clips that look great and also sound great. On this live, you're going to play an acoustic version of your brand new track that was released a week ago. You're going to thank people for all of their support. You're going to thank the radio stations that have played you, thank the press and the magazine places that have given you any coverage, blogs, things like that, and thank the playlist curators that have added you to their playlists. At this point, if you wanted to do that second giveaway, then you could do that. It's a way of showing your appreciation for all of that support from all of those people, and most importantly, all the support that your fans have given you. So then on to the weekend. You may be gigging again. If you don't have any gigs this weekend, then you could post images from the release gig that you did along with any clips. And this is a great opportunity to repost any further press, radio or playlist coverage that you have had since the last time you posted about it. So just keep that fire burning. So now we're on to week 4. This is the last week of this promotion. That doesn't mean that your promotion stops after week 4. It just means that this campaign comes to an end. So Monday you're going to post video clip 2. Again, that is just another 10 to 20 second clip of your music or lyric video. Again, portrait versions go on the portrait formatted outlets, landscape versions on the others. Tuesday I've left blank, so you have some options here. You could just take a break, not post anything, take a little bit of downtime because it's been a really busy 3 weeks, or you could just do something of your choice. You could do an appreciation post. You could repost a clip from any of the lives that you have done over the previous weeks. You could post some images from the competition winner, the first competition that you announced on week 1. You could ask that person for some images wearing the merch, for example. You could post some stuff like that. You can think of something to fill that day if you really want to. On Wednesday, you're going to repost a clip from your live. When you did the acoustic version of your new track on week 3's live, post a clip. It doesn't have to be the full song. It can just be 30 seconds. It could just be the chorus. It could be a notable part of the song. If you have really good video and really good audio here, then this will look really good. But at bare minimum, you'll have a phone capture from it. Thursday, we're going to post video clip 3. So that's the third 10 to 20 second clip from your music or lyric video. And then on to Friday, this is where you're going to post a 2-week summary of your journey and achievements. So this is a 2-week milestone since your release day. How many streams have you got? How many playlists have you been onto? How many monthly listeners have you got? How many radio stations have you been on? How many interviews have you done? Summarize all of that stuff. Show people how far you have come over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And then on to the weekend. This would be an absolutely perfect opportunity to announce the release date of your next single. Even if that is a month away or 6 weeks away, announce it. Make people realise, okay, so these guys have just had a new single 2 weeks ago and they've got another one coming out. Like, fuck, these guys are serious. That is what is going to keep people interested. If you take a month off at this point, then you will lose all of the hype, all of the traction that you have built up over this 4-week period. So it's important that you keep this momentum going. If you follow this weekly plan, you will get momentum, you will get traction. And if you then take a week off, you'll lose most of it. Okay, so I'm not saying that you need to go into this much detail and have this much effort put into your social media every single day, especially between releases when you're in that kind of lull period. But you absolutely should be creating content of some sort. There is nothing stopping you creating some more video cards. There's nothing stopping you from going live again on any day. There's nothing stopping you from going and having some more promotional photos done, or announcing another competition, or posting more video clips from your music video. These are all things that you can very easily create, and it doesn't have to take a huge amount of your time. I'm not saying that you need to post every single day, but you should be aiming to post a minimum of 2, 3, 4 times a week, really. Once you've got into the swing of doing a campaign like this one, that becomes very, very easy. So that is the 4-week marketing plan. All of the tools and the materials used in this video are freely available for you to download so that you can constantly refer back to it. Just go to pages.adam-fiasco.com/4-week marketing plan. The link is in the description below. In the PDF, you have that fully mapped out 4-week marketing plan telling you exactly what to do every day. That way there is no confusion, you're not second guessing yourself, and also you have a plan. You know exactly what to expect in the run up to and after your single release. There is also a list of resources so that you can make sure you have got absolutely everything that you need in place before you begin this journey. And there is also a blank 4-week marketing plan as well. So if you want to take my ideas but you want to include some of your own, or if you want to write your own 4-week marketing plan from scratch, then you can still do that. All of this is completely free to download. Click the link below and happy releasing.